Hello, darlings and fans of the macabre, or macabre, if you prefer it that way. Either way, welcome back or welcome to Musey's Modern Dreadfuls. So, get comfy, relax, and I will bring you something sinister, surreal, or spooky to entertain and relax you. And today's first story is The Seamstress by Beretta Vo. There are 3 rules for facing the seamstress of the woods. 1. Each person only gets 1 wish per their lifetime. Use it wisely. Going back to the seamstress for more wishes is greed. 2. Your wish must be made for yourself only. You cannot wish on behalf of another, and no one can force you to wish for them. 3. Do not let anyone else know of your wish. It stays between you and the seamstress forever. When you finally settle on a single wish, you wait till the night of your birthday and set off for the forest, just as the crimson of dusk pulls over the black silhouette of the trees. Right when the sky is a quiet stillness with the wrens, sparrows, and crows back to roost. You walk over the carpet of dry, dead leaves while that gray glimmer of pale sunset finally dissipates. You move in no direction, but the woven web of branches and vines guide your way. You squeeze through congealed black of night. The wind pushes you forward still, urging you with soft whispers. You walk till your sight melts into the shadows of the forest, and from the shadows will come a gentle shimmer of a single red string. You stop, trace the string up to a bundle, to a pair of silver needles, and many, many fingers unraveling, weaving, threading. The seamstress does not notice you at first. She concentrates on her work as she sits under a hollow elm tree. But you notice the tapestry spilling from her hands, writhing on the forest floor as if a living picture of some divine pattern not meant to be glimpsed upon. Your eyes start to hurt, so you turn to look at the seamstress once more. This time, you have her attention. You've never seen a featureless yet beautiful face. An endless deep pull exists within that vacuum. It whispers to you. Her many limbs continue to weave. Red lines thread themselves between the soil and the roots. She waits patiently. You stutter out your wish, whether if it's for money, love, a miracle cure, or peace of mind. Your voice crawls out of your throat, slow like molasses. She smiles an eyeless smile, snips a thread, the wind's whispering grows louder. And we are back. I wanted to remind you the name of the first story, and both stories are going to be by Beretta Vo today. I digress. The first story with the spooky horror fairy tale feel to it was called The Seamstress, and the second story is called Transplant, both by the fabulously talented Beretta Vo. Transplant. She's type O blood, healthy as could be, a registered universal donor. How ironically cruel it is to extract your own lover's organs, and how sickeningly cold the universe must be to suffocate her brain in dark blood under the pretext of an aneurysm. Fluorescence flickers above, electricity thrums, sounds of an imitation of a cold heartbeat. Cold air burns my eyes till tears well up. Her naked body placed over white linen draping down the operating table. She's still soft, still pink with warmth. Her eyes a facade of the longest sleep. For a moment, I see her in our bedroom, always dreaming, always smiling. I was the out-of-place creature, clutching my scalpel at her bedside. My team hurries to prepare her, while I exist only in the third person. He draws lines across her chest, detailing where the flesh will be severed. He prepares the containers for the organs. And he does the paperwork. He hates the finality of it all. But the heart is the most precious organ of all. The tissues decay after just 4 hours. The hospital is desperate for compatible organs. Each day, new broken bodies are wheeled, waiting, praying, weeping. Muffled words of consolation evaporate under the surgery lamp light. My coherency, all but gone in a delusion of her chest rising and falling, eyelash trembling, heart beating. It's like an echo, a past image of some painfully familiar sight replaying itself like a phantom, even when it shouldn't be there. She always wanted to save lives. Always the kind of person to lend you their umbrella in the rain and walk home soaked. The kind of person to stay by a lost child at the mall until the mother is found. The kind of person who would give her heart to save another. The world had been silent since 15 minutes ago. A static preservation of her and only her. Time trickles like a countdown to eternity. Knife severs flesh. I snapped back into reality. The cavity of her chest was so deep, so red. My eyes scan her organs as the air freezes around me. It was so red. Yes, I registered the shapes, yet I couldn't comprehend them. Within her opened skin and bone, over a dozen hearts lie beating in synchrony. Her brain and body had died 15 minutes ago, yet the hearts still beat on, all sizes and all functional. And those were two very different styles, yet kind of similar, both semi-paranormal horror stories from Beretta Voe. And I will be doing my You Shall Not Pass. I have an actual true event that someone wanted me to share on the channel, so I will do that. And I'll also get some hyper obscura, as always. He's my most popular author, and I guess there's just something about that hyper obscura and me doing them, because he's always my #1 playlist. But in the meantime, I'd like you guys to really check out Beretta Vo. And a lot of you are beginning to request You Shall Not Pass. And I will try to get all different kinds of content to you. I do begin to develop my favorites too. So now, soon I shall be fully recovered and back on the top of my game, a little less short of breath, and able to put a little more oomph into it without as much pain. But until then, I've been holding off doing the collab bits I wanted to do until I can up my game back to where I was, or even better. Hey, anyway, I will get more stuff out to you very, very soon. In the meantime, all my love, all my kisses, etc., etc. And I will see you all soon. Bye now.